You think eyeliner isn't for you anymore? Well, think again. One of the latest trends for 2025 is called Siren Eyeliner, and I'm going to show you a way to adapt it for your mature eyes, mature skin, so you can turn heads at any age. Hello lovely people, welcome to my YouTube channel, Hey Spring Chicken. My name is Cordelia, and if you're a returning viewer, good to have you back. And if you're new here, welcome. Today's topic, eyes. To be more precise, Siren Eyeliner tutorial. Now you may be thinking, no, that's for the younger crowd. I'm going to show you a way and adapt a technique that will make this flattering even in your 50s, 60s, 70s and beyond. Last year, I looked at trends for 2025, and one of the upcoming trends this year are going to be dramatic eyes. And by dramatic, they're going to be neutral shades, but very pretty. So this required yet more research. And during that, I came across a brilliant influencer called Stephanie Marie. Stephanie Marie is in her 40s and was showing us how you can adapt this for your mature eyes. However, Stephanie is a good 20 years younger than me, and for this to work, it needs to be tested on someone in their 60s. That would be me. So that is what we're going to do today. As I have got older, I have found it harder and harder to make my eyes look dramatic or to make them look beautiful. In fact, I find eye makeup quite difficult to apply. I try and recreate that same beautiful eye at home and it never works. So I'm thinking, if I'm like that, maybe one or two of you are as well. So today we're going to use the simplest of techniques. I promise you it will be simple. We will use minimal tools, my fingers, and we're going to use these. So let's start with what I've currently got on my skin. I've currently made up my face with serum foundation. The one I'm using is TRINNY, and I also have a little bit of concealer. Again, it's the TRINNY concealer. But when you start your eye makeup, many of you like to do your eye makeup first and then add your concealer and your foundations on afterwards. It really doesn't matter which way you apply your makeup, it's what suits you. To keep it very simple and swift, I've made up my face off camera. So let's start the process. I forgot to mention I have NARS Orgasm Blusher, and I have a little bit of the Majestic Luminizer across my cheeks, and I've actually used it as the primer on my eyelids. I want to say also that I do have tattooed eyeliner just there, just on the edge, but you will notice that at this close up and you will think I've already applied it, but I haven't. The first thing we need to do is create a sort of barrier there, because we don't want to put the eyeshadow or the eyeliner over our eyes. And if you take your eye, your lower lash there, that is where you're going to place some tape. Now, I haven't got face tape, but I have got Meeple. So that is what we're using, which is like a medical tape. Safe to go on the skin. So that's what you can see there. So we're just going to frame the eyes using eyebrow pencil. Today we're going to use powder. We're going to use a powder. And the one I'm using is just a MAC dark brown, but you can use any powder that you like, any of your favourite. We're going to use a small pointy pencil. And we're just going to, it doesn't need to be exact because we're going to smudge it out in a minute. And we're going to take it up a little bit. Up to the masking tape. So you take it to the middle of the eye. As you can see, it looks a bit odd. It has to be quite high because as we age, these do droop down. We'll just smudge that out. Now for the really easy bit of eyeshadow. I'm just going to use my Rimmel. So we will use this shade, and finally that. And it's going to be just like this. All we're doing is 3 little stripes. And then we'll just blend it out. When you've blended it, you may realise that we need a little bit of darker there, which is what we're going to do. This V is what we're just going to try and achieve here on the eye. And we take it just above the crease. I think we need a little bit more light in the corner. So I'm going to use a big smudge brush, tap it off, and we'll add a little bit of luminizer in the corner. Just makes the eyes look a little pretty. And now we'll go back over our eyeliner with grey. It's taking a little longer because I'm explaining it, but honestly you can do this really quickly. I will now take that off. This is a brown eyeliner and we're going to tight line on the inside. Only ever take it to the middle. For some reason it looks really fake if you take it beyond. Some of you may not like the shimmer and therefore just use a matte. I'm using the shimmer because it's easy for you to see what I'm doing. One of the strange oddities of camera is when I looked into the mirror, my eyes look very defined and very different. On camera, you can hardly notice it, but honestly, this is the look. It is subtle. Editor has said when you blend it out, you hardly notice it. But that is the idea. You just want subtlety. You just want to create that bigger eye and still be in the trend. So I'm going to make up the other eye off camera and I will come back to you. And there we are. This is the made up look with both eyes. I have got a slightly different shade of eyeshadow on this eye just to create the effect. So 5 simple steps. Step number 1 is create the wing. I used tape for the definition and I used a tiny little pencil brush and a dark eyeshadow to create the wing. Step number 2 is just to tight line the eyelashes, and I am using a dark brown because black is just a little bit too harsh. Step 3 is to smudge, and I use the Rimmel and a nice big smudge brush like so, but you can use any brush or you can use your fingers. And the eyeshadow that I use is the Rimmel Magnify Blush Magnifique, and in the inner corner of my eyes I will add highlighter, and that just gives the eyes a little pretty look, and enhance the eyelashes with mascara. Now this you don't have to do. I know many of you no longer like the mascara, and you don't have to. You can if you wish, just add on a few little falsies. They look good as well. I don't have the patience or the steady hand for falsies. Anyway, and that is it. That is your easy eyeliner, and it takes literally 4 minutes. I hoped you liked this video, and I really hope you liked it, and if you did, press the like button. But what I would like from you guys is comments. What you struggle with, what works for you, do you even use eyeshadow anymore? Any of these comments are really useful for content for me. And in the meantime, ding the bell, because when you ding the bell, it alerts you to content that we're uploading like this every single week. And subscribe, because when you subscribe, it lets the algorithm know that we're doing something right. And the algorithm appears to need a little help at the moment. But in the meantime, if you've made it this far, I want to thank you. And enjoy the rest of your day, your morning, your evening, your weekend, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you soon. Thank you.